There are many assumptions out there about men and marriage. In fact, many of the men always believe that time is on their side when it comes to settling down. In this video, I want to talk about why many young men find it very difficult to settle down in this present time. Let's get right into the video. Though many people's ideology about delay in settling down maritally has always been considered as a challenge for women, but I must tell you that there are men who also find it very challenging to settle down. The issues that might result to this might be different by gender, but they also have the reasons why they struggle to settle down. I'll be sharing about 5 or 6 of these, and I hope this will be helpful to any single man out there. The first factor which might be affecting a young man from settling down early is probably a wrong ideology about money and having a successful marriage. There are different ideologies about what money is and what money should be in marriage. If a young guy looks at the wrong side of money, it might be a deterrent factor. When it comes to money in marriage, I would say for someone who is just about to start marriage, you should not be looking at having so much of money before considering to settle down. The general and most important thing to consider when it has to do with money is your ability to find something doing that has consistent inflow of money or cash into your account or into your hand. By this, I mean you have a job that pays you consistently. Either you are paid by monthly or monthly. You might also develop a skill or a business where there is a huge demand on what you do. So when there is a huge demand on what you do and people regularly call you to serve them or to sell to them, you need not to delay settling down because there will be a means to cater for your daily needs. Spiritually, marriage has backing. There is this open door that comes with marriage. When two people make efforts to come together and begin to live together in unity and harmony on the ground of marriage, heaven begins to release blessings of marriage upon them. So if you want to calculate into the future, which is not bad, do not over calculate, because when you depend on your understanding and knowledge only, you will always have one reason or the other to keep you away from settling down maritally. Just make sure you have a consistent means of earning, which could be your job or your business, and work towards developing yourself to the level that you will grow beyond where you started from. That job or that business you're doing should be your starting point. The next factor which could cause delay in settling down among some men is the ideology that they must get the wholesome or complete package of what they are looking for in one woman. That is a huge fallacy. Whoever you see living happily in marriage today chose the angel or the devil they can stay with and decided to learn how to stay with their angel or their devil and make sure they work on the modalities that will help them live together in understanding with that devil or that angel. The ideology that you will get everything you are looking for in one woman is a fallacy. Just make sure that you are compatible, you vibe together. You have this inner connection. So, what you should primarily look at is the fact that this person ticks about 65 to 80% of what you are looking for in a woman. And aside that, you are able to find a sense of deep connection with this person. The things that appeal to you almost appeal to this person. The things you love are almost the things this person loves. And you just see that your level of disagreement is very minimal. That is a green flag. Another factor that might be keeping you as a potential husband from settling down is because you have idolized your mother to be the kind of woman you will spend the rest of your life with. Mhm. The potentials in your mother is what you are looking for in another woman. But know this, no two women are the same. Every individual is different. Yes, there are people who might have some similarities in character, some similarities in value systems, but you will never find two women who are exactly the same. So that ideology of settling down with a woman who is like your mother might be the reason you are still searching for the right woman. And this can blur your eyes from seeing good potentials in a woman. You might see a woman who has all the good potentials, but because she is not doing it like your mother, it is a problem for you because she doesn't cook like your mother. Regardless of how good she cooks, you have a problem with her food because she doesn't dress like your mother. No matter how decent she is not a good girl. And you keep sampling ladies because you are looking for your mother in them. This might be a mirage. You will likely never see it. It is not out of place to look at the qualities in your mother and wish to have them in the woman you want to settle down with. But that does not mean that you expect all the qualities you've seen in your mother in one single person. In fact, that your father or your mother is praying in their closet or praying to God to deliver them from a particular weakness they are trying to let go of. So, why should you want all the good things and all the baggages in your parents to be in the person you want to settle down with? It is not appropriate. The best thing you should do is to just see the things that are the ideal things you want to have. Watch closely that lady. Find the things that also make that lady unique and appreciate them. Things your mother cannot do, and appreciate them. Build your expectations, but have an open mind. The next factor might just be about men who always feel there's time. They are not really intentional about checking the time and they just live life. I want to live my life. I want to enjoy. If you are in that category, that's fine. You just want to live life to the fullest. You don't care about children. You just want to live a happy life. Feel free, just be you. That's different. But if you are a Christian and you are in that category, just make sure you are not doing anything immoral. You are just serving God and enjoying God's presence and the people around you. That is the standard for Christians. Even if you are not a Christian, going into immorality is against societal norms. So the best thing has always been finding a partner and sticking to that partner, remaining committed to that partner. If you want to settle down, it is important as a young man to always look at time. We have always been told that women are at higher disadvantage if they settle down in late times of their lives, and men might not have much to deal with. But I am here to debunk that fact. With recent research in the medical field, there are many men who have been contributing to infertility in marriage. So imagine a man decides to settle down at age 27, 28, 29, 30, if there is any issue, it can be easily detected and addressed medically. So, if this issue started around the time when this guy clocked 28 and he settles down at 29, 30, it should be something that can be easily managed if that issue is noted earlier. But imagine a young man who began to develop issues with fertility at 28 and chose to live his life to the fullest, till he clocked 45 before settling down, just because he or she feels that I can get married at any time. Calculate the number of years that this issue will be growing itself, will be expanding and affecting other parts of his life. That should be approximately 16 to 17 years where this thing will be lying inside him till he finally settles down. The annoying thing about most of these men is when they clock this age, they do not look for women within their age range who have stayed longer too to settle down with. They look for young ladies who are active and vibrant, a girl of 25, 26, 27, who might not be dealing with infertility issues. And when this girl settles down with them, she begins to struggle. And the world or the society points hands towards her, not the man. There are many downsides to staying longer before settling down. If it is an intentional move, please do not continue with that. End it now, find a suitable partner and settle down with. Aside from medical conditions, you need to be strong, active to take care of your children. At a particular age in your life, you might not be as firm as is expected from you. Imagine you stay till this old age and you are expected to speak with some sense of authority to your children. Your children are seeing you as a grandpa. In this part of the world, we always know that grandpas are the soft kind of people. Grandma, grandpa, they are soft. They would pamper, they would pet, they don't really come harshly on the children. So when you leave yourself to get to the level that you are weak and feeble, you do not take some stand on your children. How do you intend to train them? How do you intend to be firm with them and instill some level of values in them with some sort of authority when you are already feeble and weak? There are many disadvantages to staying longer before you settle down if it is intentional. So choose to do it early so you address and take care of things when you are still strong. The next factor which might be causing delay in some young men's desire to settle down is about cultural dynamism. Cultural dynamism has a lot of impact in the decision to settle down among some men. There are cultures, especially in Nigeria, let me talk about Nigeria, where the man is expected to be responsible 100%. The financial responsibility is very, very high on them. The demand on many of our men is so high, such that considering this path of settling down looks like going on an adventure that will impact one's health negatively. The responsibility cuts across different angles, different dimensions of life. In some cultures, what is expected of the man is just to be responsible to his immediate family, and the people of that culture are good to go. They find a way around their lives and live. But there are cultures in this part of the world where the man is expected to take responsibility from his family and to his in-laws and to his immediate family. In this regard, if the man is not doing anything that is substantial, if his means of generating income is not bringing so much to cater for all these needs, he shies away from settling down because he knows that immediately he ventures into this journey, the expectations are always high and he would find it difficult to meet up with that. In my own opinion, I feel times are changing and things are changing, and doing something like this is very, very difficult. Demands of life are higher. Making money is becoming more challenging. Paying bills is becoming more challenging. So if you find a partner who is very understandable, a lady who is very understandable and is willing to work with you, you can talk about how you will take care of your bills together, how you will come in also as the man, where she would need help in her roles, like taking care of the kids and attending to their immediate needs in the home. In recent times, most of these roles are switched among couples. If you can find a woman who is a bit liberal, who is open to learning new things and switching roles as life goes on, then I feel it is better you consider settling down with that kind of person. And it is very important you clearly state out what you can do and what you cannot do. If you are married to your wife, the primary role you have is to be responsible to that immediate family. Anything aside from that immediate family is you extending a hand of benevolence. Always communicate with your family and with your wife's family about the things you are unable to do to them. If you cannot meet up with some of these demands on you as a man, be open, speak to them about it. Talk about things like this in courtship. Talk with the person about her orientation or view about culture and responsibilities as expected of you in her culture. So both of you will find a meeting point. When you are blessed, do not neglect these people who have been helpful to you while you were growing up. Reach out to your parents, reach out to your in-laws. But when the resources are not there, always let them know that you can only do what you can do part time. Having an open mind and talking about this in your relationship will help you establish a very, very healthy background in your marriage before you settle down. The next factor might be spiritual. In this part of the world, we have always associated spiritual attacks to women. Why? There are men also who are under the influence of spiritual attacks. They want to settle down, but there are powers and forces that are fighting them from settling down. It is either the ladies they meet would not agree to settle down with them, or they will always attract the wrong person who do not align with their purpose. There will likely be something somewhere that is always fighting this assignment in their lives. If you see an occurrence of this pattern in your life, it is advisable that you pray about it. God has the power to deliver you from that. There are many cases where this has been done. Did you find this video interesting and helpful? If you did, kindly give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to also subscribe if you have not clicked on the subscribe button. And share this video with your friends and loved ones so they can watch and learn from it. If you have more you want to share with us, which you feel are part of the factors affecting men from settling down, you can drop them in the comment section. We can also learn from them by reading your content below this video. Thank you for watching this video to this moment. Till I come your way in another video. Have a blessed day. Bye.